Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It's Professor Borny Tawny here. Put my glasses on so I look intelligent. And in part of my series on regional or national accents, today I'm going to do Scottish. Scottish pronunciation derives from cats, as I will give an example of the famous Scottish murderers of Burke and Hare, who dug up bodies and gave them for medical research. See what I mean? Yeah. Now, a thing that interests myself as a professor of language is why Scottish or Scots, but not Scotch, and why Scotch whisky is. Are they worried that are the Scottish people worried that as they walk along Sauchiehall Street or wherever, in Scotland, that's just a typical street. As they walk along, narrowly avoiding punches to the face and flying glass, are they worried that they're going to be taken for a glass of Scotch whisky? Hey, you Scotch person, what? You calling me a glass of whisky, Jimmy? No. So anyway, because if you compare it to the Welsh people, they're called Welsh, not Walesish. They don't feel insulted by the nice word Welsh. And the French are called the French. They're not called the Francish or the Frankish. They're not insulted by French. So why on earth would anyone be insulted by the lovely word Scotch? I love the word Scotch. Scotch whisky, butterscotch, all good connotations, all good things. So as far as I'm concerned, you're the Scotch. Don't argue. There's a moose loose about this hoose is a well-known saying in Scotland. Don't know what it means, but I didn't realise there were mooses in Scotland. But try catching a loose moose about your hoose. It's not easy. Not easy. Outside means outside. Right new means right now. See you, Jimmy. Well, if anyone says that to you, just get out quick, trust me. Wee, meaning small or little, a wee something or other. So if you want to go for a small toilet break, a number one in Scotland, you're going for a wee. And if you have to leave the room and go away for a small comfort break, it's, och, I'm a wee for a wee. Robert Burns, the famous poet, is Rabbi Burns. Glasgow is Glasgie. And the Trossachs will say no more about that, but you don't want a strong wind up the Trossachs, I'm telling you. Gordon Brown was a recent British Prime Minister. He used to talk to George Bush, who he had a high regard for. He called him the Mighty Bush. And I always enjoy listening to Nicola Sturgeon's accent, the current SNP and Scottish First Minister, who's talking about thousands of hospital beds available to treat coronavirus. Now, with that, I'll take the high road and you take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before you. And I'm just going to play you out with and much love to the Scottish. And I'll be having a bit of Scottish whisky tonight on you. Bye.